So having a cup of coffee at 10 o'clock at night was probably a bad idea, but it brings a card video your way. So what's up, you guys? It's Kurt with Kurt's Card Care, and I've been wanting to work on this one. First year select 2013 Brady Silver, and just an absolute beautiful card. And from a grading perspective, there's a lot of value in these. Of course, the higher the grade, and it falls off quick. So like, let's clean this one up. Let's improve it. So I got some stuff like a speck on the front. It looks like, I don't even know if it's a chip, but we're gonna find out. Something that I'm gonna have to spend some time on is the back. Just hoping it cleans up. I got like it's not a scratch, so I'm fortunate about that, but it does look like a decent abrasion. The rest of it's just a little dirty. And if you see that I got tape on my fingers, we got some fuzzy edges. So let's take a look at these. So we're gonna do these edges first, you guys. So we'll get the card, start on the outside, work our way in. And if this is something you've never seen before, guys, I'm just using some painter's tape. It's from the local hardware store. So you probably get it at Home Depot, or I'm in Michigan, so I go to Ace. Ace is the place for painter's tape. And you just rock around the edges. And if this makes you anxious watching this, don't worry, you can practice on your base cards first. Actually, I want you to practice on your base cards often. It's the best advice I can share with you guys. I think probably less than 5%, maybe less, of cards are valuable. So there's no reason to mess anything up out there. There's lots of stuff to practice on. But this usually doesn't take long. Just go around the edges, remove the fuzz like that. Just gives it a, when you look at something from a design perspective, you usually start right in the center and you work your way out. But, like the focal point is definitely that 12. But as soon as your eyes get drawn to the edges when they're real fuzzy, it just drives me nuts. I just think it looks bad. And I know that being able to get all that white off there is definitely worth the 2 minutes it takes to do that. So I'll do that, you guys, and so I'm going to take this off my finger. And now I'm just going to go around the card with my finger and just make sure it's all tucked in and put away. That's that. Step one. So we're definitely going to work on the surface, but I want to work on this back first and see if we can make any improvements. We already made an improvement, so I'm cool with the edges looking a lot better. That's part of it for sure. But we got like just a little stuff, So let me get focused here, guys, and get you a good view. So for something like this, I'm just gonna stick with the card polish right there. All right, and fresh, clean applicator. I'm gonna give myself a little room, and just gonna see if that line will work with us a little bit, I guess. Like I mentioned, it's not one of those print lines you see like running up and down a card, like it's not cut into the surface, but it's definitely on there. So before I get moving here, I'm going to grab a card or a penny sleeve. And let's pray to the card gods that this comes off. And it might be pretty obvious, guys, but I'm just doing quick multiple coats. When you have an abrasion like that in the back of a card, it needs a little bit of attention, so it might need a couple. And of course my hope is to get all of it, but even if I can get most of it to go away, it just brings up the curb appeal, of course. And then sometimes cards don't work with you at all. But this one is starting to look better. Just, 13, if I do my math right, almost 10 years ago. So if this was in a not the best case situation, or was had something rubbing on it, it can just take a little bit to unpack it all. So if you put on one application of polish and it looks like it conditions it up a little bit, just keep on going. You're never gonna hurt a card like this, especially a shiny card. We're just working on the clear coat, of course. It's just the plastic. I'll give you guys a view here in a second. It's just like once you get rolling, you just want to keep on going. So bear with me. I'm going to show you. I got it to lighten up pretty good, dudes. Let me show you. It's not all the way gone though. Still see it faintly in there. Much shinier, but it's still creeping in there a bit. I'm not done. I'm gonna do the whole back. So let's just turn this sideways and we'll go at it from a different angle. I got it under the lights here, guys, so there ain't no hiding. You can absolutely see, anything under these lights. But just the way I'm looking at it even right now, from not through the viewfinder, and the iPhone is actually pretty darn awesome at showing imperfections. So even if you guys are having a hard time seeing something, sometimes just take a couple pictures of your card, and the damn lens on the iPhone can be better than your eyes sometimes. But my point is, it looks really good. When I turn it this angle, I can see it a bit still in there. Let's do a little bit more work on the back of this, and then we'll flip it over, and I'm going to shine up the front. Much shinier. That's just some sort of abrasion, fellas, that I can't get all the way out. Let's say from this perspective, the color looks awesome. Just whatever that is. And look, I'm putting the light right on it. It's not even like scratched into the card. It's just only visible from that angle, and I thought it was something riding on the surface. It could be something maybe on the back of the cardboard that's like locked into the card a little bit. I won't throw in the towel yet. Let me just see if I can make any movement. And if not, we'll say that, hey, that's the best that's going to get. And we'll do the front. Can't get it all the way off. But then you hold it right there and it just looks fantastic. So it's pretty realistic results, man. Sometimes you just can't get all that stuff out of there. And the coat is super shiny. Just a little bit of a miscolor or a little bit of just a blemish. All right. Can't focus on it too hard, man, but that's just dealing with cards. Sometimes they don't do exactly what you want. But I think there's some room for improvements on the front. Fortunately, I don't see any scratches. Scratches suck, and they rarely come out unless they're like really light. I got some like specks and stuff like stuck to it. A little bit of discoloration in the foil or in the silver. So let's make this thing pop. You know, I do see a little scuff mark above his helmet, right in there. Come on, goat, work with us. Oh, good. Heck, that was just some sort of smear on the surface that came up. And if you guys have even, like this card didn't have much, like I'd say is an issue on the front, but 10 years of just the atmosphere, this card has never been slabbed, so it's just been hanging for a while. It will just slowly discolor. It will just get a little cloudy. So if you feel like getting creative with some of your old shiny cards, give them just a fresh polish. You guys will pop. They'll look really good. It almost is like peeling off just a layer of atmosphere that kind of collected on there from point A to point B. See what I'm saying? Dang, that looks sharp. Got I see a little couple ticks of maybe just a little abrasion or something in there. Let me see if I can do any better. All those little white little spots in that blue area are all gone. Nice improvement there. It is white hot. That thing is glowing beautiful. Looks awesome. And the edges, let's just make sure we got all that flake removed. Looks great. Back looks overall very good. I just couldn't get that that abrasion out of there. Sometimes it works with you, sometimes it doesn't. But overall, I'd say the card looks real solid. I bet you, it's not going to be a PSA 10, but hopefully right up in that 9 range. So that's the 2013 Tom Brady Select, you guys. So feel free to use your painter's tape around the edges. You can polish the front and back, no problem. And I always hope it removes as many little blems as possible. Thanks for watching. I'm Kurt with Kurt's Card Care.